Oh. Yes!
Umbra. Sharpen Space Prism Morsel Master. Okay. Take Volatile Gauge. I do have Sharpens, but I also have Space Prisms. We're going Lightstone Casing. We're going to have to love our upgrades. I think I'm pretty comfortable with doing Rejuvenate again. Let's see. Bristling. Does Bristling even win at all? So we've got Pyre Hunter Archeon. We've got a Strixen Hallow that I have not played before. Doombringers. Okay. So they have a Slay mechanic and an Incant mechanic. So we need to not let Strix kill my stuff. And then we've got Savagery Seraph, being Savagery Seraph as he is. So the most important concern with Savagery Seraph is making sure we can clear the bottom floor. We probably just really, really need to find a sweeper to do that. We've got good access to sweepers in Awoken. So we're going to be looking for an Awoken sweeper, a top 4 carry unit, which tells me that the purpose of the Sentient is probably to defend my sweeper if I'm not quick. No, I need the sweeper to be quick for Turnus. So it's to defend the sweeper from the stuff that does not get mopped up by quick. Let me just go Spikes. Spikes is a better health line, is the pretty much the reason we're doing this. It's also, I think, pretty good during early fights. The Morsel Master is going to be on the top floor alone for the start. Set up a regen stack to help us fight Uriel. These guys are going to be getting up top with basically full health, and we're just going to leak, units for a bit, right? Can I stop that? It's like I on the mix between should I stop that and can I actually do anything about it? And I think I don't have an answer to it. I just want to try and see if I can kill Uriel in the bottom part. That way we only leak one wave. I guess the Space Prisms are cute. We take 4. Can I beat you? No. I think we're pretty far away from killing him here. Okay, so we're cleaning these cars now, which means that we'll get to fight Uriel, like, fairly on the top floor. Looks like we die on 3rd interaction. I persuade that to be the 4th interaction. Yes, with that. Means we can do a handsome amount of damage to the boss. Alright, I think that sets us up pretty solidly for a top 4 win. More Rebel Morsels. Yeah, it's some pretty good luck of the morsel draw this fight. Of course, with all the rubble, we had a lot of extra energy. Sting, Steel Enhancer, Wildly Sap. Steel Enhancer is probably worse than most, like, morsel-related plays. I think Steel Enhancer is mostly just exciting when you do, like, Spell Chain Incant floor setups, and we're not going to see any Incant. So I'm just going to skip these. I'm still not impressed with the regen serum. I think it's pretty bad. Maybe do Prismal Dust. Maybe do Antumbral Assault. It's pretty easy to get Antumbra Assault to do something. I'm going to take it. I think it's pretty good with a Morsel Master, too. Right, I have reasons to go for both types of units. We've got 2 Awoken banners and 1 Umbra banner in our opening kit. I think quickly finding the sweep unit is more important to me with Savagery Seraph on the rise. I think. So I don't... Maybe the Spike Sentient just gets up to, like, Spikes 50, and we don't need a sweeper. Or maybe we play a sweeper anyway. I was supposed to look at this first. Never mind. My choice was made for me before I even looked at this stuff. Do I ever take a large Morsel Master? This could definitely get me through early stuff. Like taking a large Morsel Master. What do we feel about card duplications? I think I want to save the card duplications until I have some rarer, better stuff. I probably like a Purge. Let me drop one of my Shield Stewards. I have at most one meaningful Shield Steward at this point. Heartstone? No. We're looking for multi-strike for the Husk Hermit if possible. I'm not going to have any way of triggering his revenge, I don't think. And that's okay. Like, theoretically, you can large stone him and then, like, play him slow, but it just doesn't hold up against the damage triple. Like, Savagery Seraph is just too rough of a combination of mechanics for that. Pyre Dampener? If I take Pyre Dampener, it's going to be very difficult for me to drop my Calcified Ember. If I do not take it, we've got a very strong chance of dropping my Calcified Ember. The counterpoint to that is I'm about to go into a magic shop with Lightstone Casing. Let's drop the Ember. It's going to cost me top floor scaling, but... And there's the Rubble Morsels. Boss. Forgot the boss. Let's do this. Morsels multiplied. Morsel plied. Morsel plier. Yeah, we kill on top floor. They're like already a stat block that kills on top floor. For the remainder of this boss, it's like, you know, a breeze takes him out. There we go. Restoration, detonation. I'll skip those. I think I like the packed horses here. If I can find a better unit for this top car, we are going to have a great time of it. Merchant Magic options. Smolderstone, Freestone. Okay. Well, you know what? This is certainly a unit that we're going to feed on the top car for a little bit. It's going to have to work. I'm going to take a Smolderstone on a Sharpen. It's going to make it a lot easier to play with. The rest of this, I'm not looking at taking right now, I don't think. Let me do +10 on an Umbra, because it's easy. Because I have a Lightstone Casing. Show me a spell upgrading event. That is not what that is. Crap. I want Frailty. I would love to be able to take Frailty on the Animus of Will. But it's basically like, that is so all in on finding Damage Shield. Okay. Let's go crazy and send it. and we're just going to find a damage shield, and it's going to work. That's the game plan. So going into Pyre Hunter, I think the way we do this is we play morsels in front of it until that works out. Let's experiment with this. I might need to do this fight more than once to get it to work. Let me see. Right, so we got the Space Prism, Umbra Assault, Shade Split. There's the Jeweler. So we play one set in front of him, then we play the Jeweler. That sets up 2 damage shield, which is a start. Okay, so now we feed them 4 morsels a turn, and that unit should carry and celebrate, is the game plan. More Jewelers, more of those. This is pretty good for our Sentient. Play that just because. Drop these. Let's see. I want to block that attack to preserve my damage shields. Get more damage shields. More health. I do need more attack power there. But we have to take what we get, basically. Gotta block 3 attacks here. Mag morsels coming in. Do this, this, this. Okay. Thankfully, that chosen flagellant is dying of its own accord. With 3 damage shields. Unfortunately, it's the double striking Pyre Hunter variant, and not something that is easier to deal with on that. Just entirely on Shade Splitting. Those actually block the attack and get eaten. Play that, and this over here. We get Pyre Hunted. How much are we damaging the boss here? There. Okay, we're losing 1 damage shield. We'll have 4 left. We're dealing about 100 damage to the boss. I think we just go full restore. Buys us 1 extra interaction with the boss, and we get to Umbra Assault for damage as well. $485. That morsel is meaningless. Can we get this kill and celebrate? Not yet. This only blocks once. We got the celebrate. Wow. Awesome. And I still had an Umbra Assault play if I wasn't there. Okay. This is gonna continue to be a gambit, but it's a lot easier to play outside of boss fights. I can play Glutton's Maw, Animus of Will? That seems cool. Alright. Let's go. Do I play a Maker Master setup with it? The Maker Master setup never gives me damage shields, so I think I can't do that. I think I'm really not in a position to take a Wilting Sapwood. Is that cope? Do we always take the Wilting Sapwood? With the 2 Space Prisms, I don't think I need to take size here. So we're either on draw or energy. I could take energy, do it for deployment, so we can take a Wilting Sapwood. That's fine. Weird. Alright, Steel and Trinkets are both pretty strong. So on a Merchant of Steel, I can give them some damage shield to start with. And that probably helps a lot. What else can we upgrade? Well, we're looking for upgrades on the Husk Hermit. We're looking for multi-strike for Husk Hermit. That's pretty important. If we whether or not we get that's a pretty big deal. Equipment is also very good right now. We have 2 units that scale very well. versus possibly 2 trinkets. There's a lot of missed trinkets in our factions compared to what we're working with. And then another event chance. There are some cool events. I mean, there's always cool events. Events are cool. I think it's over here. I think it's what we're doing. Engine upgrade's pretty useful. And it doesn't really punish us too much. So we got the multi-strike for the Husk Hermit, which we really wanted. These other options I'm less keen to take. Yeah. We Purge, I think? The Purge and a Spear Steward. I'm actually going to purge a Shield Steward as well. We are beyond stewards at this point in time. Okay, champion upgrade. Do I want to take more spikes, or do I want to take Revenge Cultivating? So, the Husk Hermit, as is doing 26 damage on quick. So I need him to have... I need his base attack to be 25. We can get there by equipping him with a few different things. We probably just need equipment for him. There are cases where we can sharpen him instead. If he gets sharpened twice, he is doing what he needs to. It's maybe a little tricky to do, but it's doable. I think we take Cultivating for the draw, because an extra draw per turn seems pretty valuable. And Cultivating never turns into +2 draw. Just having a little bit is nice. I will take this. Hey, look. We just gave ourselves +1 draw. And that offsets this. I feel pretty confident about this fight in particular. Umbra, Jade Split. Take the Jewelers there. Morsel. Regen to offset the corruption. However much we can, anyway. Act Morsels. Jeweler. Umbra and Tumbra. Nix those. Sharpen you. We would normally put a Field Steward on the second floor. We can't right now. It's okay. Upgraded. Splitter. Rubble is good. Spare Rubble. Let's do this. Collect that cash. We did get company on the top floor. We have a ton of energy here. This. These guys. Chomp. We do not chomp the energy, because we want the energy to apply to next turn, not this turn. Prism, Shade Split, Morsels, Chomp. Big stats. Okay, not killing Baron. We don't expect it to be normally, but... Chomp, split. More damage shields. Restore. Rubble, 316 damage. Shade Split, Chomp, that's 8 damage shield. This floor does almost nothing but produce some energy for us in the next round. How are we looking? We're looking good. We got the Celebrate off. Ah, damn. I like that this is a bold choice and it seems to be working out. It's pretty cool. I don't think we're taking Preserved Thorns. I've felt burnt for not taking Restoring Retreat in a number of fights. But Cycle of Life is still speaking to me of a story of having 50 spikes and having that be the answer. How many Merchants of Magic can we visit? We're going to this Merchant of Magic, probably. And we're probably going to this Merchant of Magic. And maybe also this Merchant of Magic. We could visit up to 3. Problem is, this Merchant of Magic is competing with an Armory that I might like to see, and a Celestial Alcove that's very strong. This Merchant of Arms is the lock-in for this ring. This Merchant of Magic I can very confidently take. This Merchant of Magic, it depends on my health. But if I have not taken damage, I can go there. So I'm seeing at least 1, maybe 2 Merchants of Magic. What are the cards that I want to upgrade, and what do I want to upgrade them with? Well, let's see. Spell Chain on this Sharpen, or like an intrinsic Spell Chain setup or something like that, might set me up with the Quick Sweep 25, the Quick Sweep 50 that we're looking for. So that's a very attractive option. We could maybe do something with the Space Prisms. I don't know. I'm not too enamored with that. I don't have super strong options right now for like another -2 consume, which I know I'm going to see. So I'm going to take Cycle of Life because it's a very strong -2 consume. I'm not currently in the state where I can take the Void Binding because of the Ember Drain, presumably. Although, if it's only ever Ember Drain 3, maybe I just live with that. Because we've got 5 energy income after the engine upgrade, which means we've got 2 energy in the worst case after that Ember Drain. That's totally playable, and I really want the damage shield. Is it actually this Merchant of Magic? It's pretty good. The Unstable Vortex is strong, too. Yeah, let's see it. As for Umbra Banner, that's a skip. Magic. Yeah, let's just do -2 consume, remove consume on this Circle of Life. Plus 20 power consume on a restore. I could go for a Freeze Stone, which might be just an elaborate discount at this point. I don't really want to do that, I don't think. I wonder if we're ever throwing a third thing on Cycle of Life and then duplicating it. I just don't feel that Cycle of Life ever wins the game. And that's kind of a problem for a rare spell that costs 3. If I'm looking at this thinking to myself, this never wins the game. Do I want to prove myself wrong? Is that what we need to do? What wins the game with it? Spell Chain? Double stack? Does double stack with this Cycle of Life win the game? Spike 16? On a card that we can make more copies of? Does that ever, like, actually get there? I don't think it does. I feel like I'd rather have it just cost 0 energy. If we hit triple stack event and then duplicated it, then maybe it becomes a game winner. Which tells me that that card is pretty bad. Like, I feel as though if I need to do all this stuff for it to have it maybe possibly win the game, it just ain't the guy. But we'll see what happens. It could become even better. Okay, with my current car setup is hella fragile. I think that kills me. Now, this fragile is gonna go away at some point, and then I'm just, like, theoretically, after that, I am made in the shade. Okay, boop. This, rubble, drop this, play you. Let's go attack value. Health doesn't matter so much. Right, incants. Wow, his attack went to nothing in no time flat. I played into that incant once. Ah, brutal. It's fine. His attack, for this fight, his attack just needs to be 5, and it basically works. Sure, I'll sharpen you. Engine upgrade is certain. This is probably the right play. That's definitely the right play. Check my other options first. Okay, chomping you, and then giving a Rebel Morsel. Here, it's probably Umbra. Only 2 damage shields. I need to hit a damage shield next turn, I think. These multi-attackers are rough. Well, Void Binding does what I need. Alright, it's damage shield 2. No, we're being attacked 3 times. Come on. Did not draw the right stuff. That only keeps the Morsel Master alive. These shield bearers are causing so many problems because I once again am in a train where I don't do damage. This is 16 damage. Let me see if I can rearrange to fix this. Because I think if we kill 1 extra unit before it gets to the top, we can be okay. This is just like one more instance where I need to not play into sap, basically. Like, I need to avoid getting sapped in one situation. The Animus doesn't need to be in front for the Chomp. So, well, the Animus still needs to be in front to eat the other stuff. But there might be merit in putting it behind stuff. I think if I put the Sharpen here instead, the extra spikes value on the multi-strike units helps out a lot, actually. So, this. Maybe I also need spikes in more places, like here. So we do this. I don't play the Calcified Ember this time. Goes to multi-strike 4. We're killing the Adamant Shield Bearer on this floor this time. Play the Engine Upgrade. Play the Glutton's Maw. Whether or not that happens is not important, I think, for that one. So if I Antumbra, I'm gonna do this and then check and see if the Adamant Shield Bearer lives. If the Adamant Shield Bearer still dies, we get an extra Morsel Jeweler. Jewelers are the most important thing for the Animus of Will to eat. Other food can go other places. This. Double miners, good stats. Play the Void Binding. Sharpen, restore. He comes out with 3 health. If I draw Umbra Assault, I can kill him and save the void, the shield. More Jewelers. Check for a Rebel Morsel. Do I need the energy from the Rebel Morsel? No. I only have 2 cost worth of cards in the hand at all. This. Space for 1 more Rebel Morsel. Circle of Life makes that Zealot die earlier. Okay, here we go. Then the boss man comes out. I think we're pretty effective against this boss as well. So we're chomping a Rebel. Bring that out here. Okay, 654. Actually, we have a bad matchup here. I think. Huh. A little weird. It's hard to figure out. So he only has to attack into this twice. We don't have him down into his reanimates, so we need to be able to hit him like 30 times. That's crazy. I think our damage shield doesn't keep up with this. Oh, we get it? Okay. I really was not sure, although the Sharpen also actually helps a good bit. How does this actually play out? Oh, it's just 8 damage shields versus we strip 3 per attack, so we were good for up to 24 reanimates. The spikes puts us way over the top. That was a nail-biter. Okay, Awakening Thicket. We do not have Rejuvenate units. This is a lot weaker than usual. And Graft is also not very good. I think I take Restoring Retreat for utility. Crucible Extension is certainly playable. Ember Cache is probably better. I'll take Ember Cache. Okay. We got far enough that we are no longer fragile. So we will continue to celebrate for 10 attack, but he's no longer instantly killable. Awesome. Love it. Stealer Arms. Arms should be decently effective. We have 1 unit with a meaningful piece of equipment. I don't need the Pyramanes. I think I go to the right just for events. I have a couple more meaningful upgrades. You know what? I go to Arms mostly because I need something for the Husk Hermit. Yep. Bloodthirsty Blade. We probably want that to be deployable. Do I have a reroll here? There are some strong things on the reroll, and I probably do that. We'll be looking for a ring for our sapwood, most likely. Boxes. Our Shade Splitters are kind of good. I was thinking about maybe boxing some spells and removing them. I've got an Unstable Vortex in Ring 8 that is paired with a Merchant of Magic that I'm very likely to take. Let's see. Yeah, I think a spell box is probably the play here. So what are we putting into the spell box? We can play the Restoring Retreats onto our Sentient as a heal. I imagine it's a Restore, then the Costly Sharpen, and then something. Probably a Shade Splitter. Like a Restore the cost... maybe 2 Restores, a Costly Sharpen. Let me just do one of the restores, and we'll try and upgrade the other restore. I don't think I'm upgrading this sharpen. And I'll just do this. Okay, moving on. Okay, Strix and Hallow. Oh wait, I'm gonna do one reroll here. Not taking any of these, I don't think. There are ways of getting value out of the Stoic Plate Mail, but I'm not going for... Wait, hold up. Okay, no. Since we went with a blend, we don't take the Stoic Plate Mail, but come to think of it, Spike Sentient has no abilities, and you can just silence it and not care. So if I went pure Spike's route, I would definitely take that, and it would be kind of funny. Alright, so, we don't want them to slay our guys, and we don't want to cast spells into Hallow. Okay, so, just need to make sure we protect the Animus on turn 1. We got it. Whoops. I need to play one of those incants, but not both. Because I need to play the Space Prism, but I don't have to play the Packed Morsels on the same floor. Get you out to block. You out to get eaten. I was supposed to end Umbra Assault before I did those. But it's forgivable now, because I don't need Morsel Jewelers to play the game anymore. Gonna get rid of this. Just play that for regen. More health. And throw those in there. The rest of that is fine. Okay. Sure, those stats are valuable now. Excellent slay value. Okay, we have our quick sweep 50. We have gotten there. Blood and Small is up. Use this to eat our calcified ember. Lifesteal value. Okay, don't cast on that floor. I can cast here. Probably want to play the Cycle of Life. Shade Split. Excavate. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We get more attack value out of Rubble Morsels, and I think that's what we want most. But I can get basically all of that out. Shade Splitter. I don't think I... Well, I can play all those cards. Maybe I want those. I don't want to clutter my deck, though. We pass. Oh, the music for this fight is so cool, man. Okay, we're killing the Adamant Shield Bearer now on the first floor. Love it. I don't want to cast into this, but I might want to play that Restoring Retreat, so I'm going to have to think about that. We're losing the unit here, which is unfortunately a Slay, which gives Hallow multi-strike. I can't let that happen. I have a couple options. This is hitting for a bit much. I think I just damage shield it. Let's just do that. There are 2 different incant effects on that floor. I could Restoring Retreat a Morsel to feed the Wilting Sapwood. couple different incants going on. Check our shade splits. Looks like we're playing Rubble Morsels this turn. The game has declared it. Not dead. I can take some saps here to get healthier. Not too much left. This is the floor where I can cast. Mostly. Chomp. What am I assaulting? Let me just end Umbra Assault one of these. Yep. Both of those come in. I'm not obligated to Void Binding, but I think it's good value if I do this. Do I want the Sharpen? Not that badly. Also don't need his attack value to be super high. I think if we make it to Relentless, we're fine. And we're gonna get there. Because it's now. Okay, so this is now a... that's now just the extinguish effects on them. They don't have their incants or other nonsense anymore. Let's see. Should mean that I'm playing Shade Splitters. Show me more Rubble. Yes! Never punished. Hiya! Which means we get the Void Binding out. With no Ember Drain penalties. That should be good damage. We'll take one from the Vengeful Shard, that's fine. Okay, pretty good. We are in really great shape. Ooh, and the lifesteal? Hell yeah. Let me see. You can have missing health here to use. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I was supposed to chomp before I played that, I think. Get these back at the very end, because they have value here. He's being killed in round 1, so he doesn't actually get to eat morsels. Yeah, these hit pretty hard if you're if you don't have an utterly busted stat block. Hiya! Alright, what are we looking at? I like Shroud Mitosis, I think. I don't think I ever take a second Glutton's Maw. Is Shroud Mitosis actually good, or is it not good? What about Forever Consumed? We have periodically gotten up to like 10 energy, right? Let me try Forever Consumed. I haven't really done that, I don't think. And I think we're taking a Limbo Solace. Keep us more stable. Alright, I've taken an embarrassingly low number of artifacts this run. Probably Merchant of Magic here. Let's find a really, really busted spell setup. Spikes 25 or Cultivate 3. I'll take the higher spikes. Put out more damage on the Titans and stuff. Plus 20 consume on the other restore. I knew I wanted that. Minus 2 consume on one of the Shade Splitters. Right, yeah. I don't think I'm ever Holy Stoning. Actually, let me Holy Stone the Forever Consume. Reroll it. It's very funny that Forever Consumed is not a consumable card. Just, like, little funny. We could possibly remove Consumed from Packed Morsels or the Ember Cache. We could remove Consume from our free cast Sharpen. This is 80x, so it cares about discounts, not about bonus power. I'm going to take an extra bonus power on my Umbra Assault. Time that matters. What about Holdover? Um, Permafrost would be better than Holdover for Forever Consumed, I think. We have a Limbo Solace. Okay, this is silly. But I'm going to do this setup of upgrades. And then... let me put this on the Ember Cache. And that should create a higher rate of playing a higher value on the Forever Consumed. So we'll get to do all that bullshit more. I could duplicate the Bloodthirsty Blade to try and make the Wilting Sapwood matter. But I'm not going to do that. Technically, we could get away with duplicating the engine upgrade. I think I might want to duplicate just like the packed morsels or something to get me started. And my other duplicate, I'm going to duplicate Cycle of Life here. Even if I think it's meh, I've thrown 3 upgrades on the spell, I gotta roll with it. Pyre Damper's cringe, man. This is probably fine. I think I'm very strong for this fight. I think a lot of this fight just kind of turns the paper in the face of the spikes and the sweeper. So we don't have to pretend that this entire fight is real. I lose the Wilting Sapwood on deploy. Ooh, it's not that big a deal. I still sweep all this. I still get monster scaling. I still get to play the Wilting Sapwood anyway. Back Morsel, Space Prism. I think we're keeping the Calcified Ember here. Eating one of these gives me space to play another that duplicates. I don't want to play into this incant, right? Oh, it doesn't matter because we're quick sweeping everything, of course. I'm not going to play the Forever Consumed yet. Actually, hold up. Maybe I will. It's healing my Pyre. Eat. Grow large. Yeah, I can play into that, that's fine. I have space for a guy, so we play a guy, do this. Yeah, so all of our excess energy is just going to go into Forever Consume. Kind of funny. It's pretty damn funny, actually. That's like free, basically. Yep, do all that stuff. It's pretty normal. I want that out of the deck. Consume. And I guess if we are playing, like, 320 Forever Consumes casually, that seems good. But we're going to play a much bigger one this time, right? You get bigger. Shade Splitters up. Do that. Eat. Okay, yeah. That was a pretty good pickup. Playing this every turn is pretty hot. Go figure. I mean, any card you play every turn is usually a pretty good card. Eat you, double the rubble. You in. Do this. 240. We're already up to a Thame. Alright. We're doing really good damage to her on the bottom floor. Rubble. Consume. Forever Consumed. Okay, a Thame on the second floor, we cannot do hardly anything to. I will check something in a moment. I suspect that if we Restoring Retreat our Animus, we can kill a Thame right now. Yep. Blow him up, too. So we don't need to let her scale anymore. Pretty clean. Good fight. Good fight. Alright, let's hit the Pyre Shards. Sure. We're playing Spiky. I think I skipped this. Oh, Excavation Eruption. When, oh, when will you ever be mastered? I could hit the Merchant of Magic again, but I'm kind of happy with this Forever Consumed trick, and I think I just want to go for more relics, so we'll take the Forgotten Boons for that. Steel gets us, like, nothing else, right? I've already got... Oh, no, I can Titanstone my Wilting Sapwood. That is meaningful. It might have actually been correct to Titanstone the Animus of Will, but we'll see. Commemorative Spike is great. Crown of the Eternal is great. Departure Manifest is very unnecessary. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Awesome. Duplications. I think I might go multi-strike the Animus, yeah. Pretty good. Extra scaling. He got that that permanent plus 10 attack 5 times. That's pretty cool. Alright, so Seraph will make one attack that scares me, and then the rest of the fight I think is pretty normal. Because we've got our Sweeper. That going. I think he doesn't kill the Sapwood on an attack either. I don't have space. Now I have space. Also this. You are blocked. This is about what I figured, is that we would have, like, a moment of panic. And I think the rest of the fight is fine. And Rod. Shade Split. Trouble Morsels. Eat 1. Ember Cache. Fire Shards. I'm gonna retreat something. I think I retreat Seraph. And then the Wilting Sapwood gets its melee weakness popped without Mage being there. To be, because the, what's it called? The melee weakness is already popped there, so I don't have to worry about the damage tripling. That's a much bigger hit than I wanted to see. But I think this is still better for me. So now he comes back up here. Oh, right, Crown of the Eternal. Of course it's better for me. I often forget about how stupid my runs have gotten. Right. That. What am I in Temper Assault? What do I have the room for? I only have the room to play 2 more morsels, right? Ooh, 1 there. 1 there. It's kind of like maintaining your health. Give me a morsel reroll. It's a little better. Meh. Kaboom! We do not pop the small gift box. I forgot to remove the small gift box. It's not really a big deal. It's 1 dead draw instead of 3 weak draws. More space. Chomp you. Pop you. More attack. Consume you. Forever. I'm probably just glad that this isn't Dominion, because Dominion Seraph would eventually break my Crown of the Eternal. But with non-Dominion Seraph, that unit tanks forever. Actually, I should be feeding them the Spear Steward, so I don't have to keep drawing the stupid Spear Steward. I'll do that now. Actually, they can just chomp that start of next turn. This chomp does not need to target morsels. It still gives 15/15 stats. Consume. Yeah, we're so energetic. This is rad. I'm just loving this play pattern. Like, I could be playing these Void Bindings too. Just ruins the fun a little bit. Of playing these gigantic Forever Consumes. Alright, we're doing 2,000. More into the 2,000s. Let's see. I could Antumbra Assault one of these guys. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, 3,000 something. I actually need one of you to go downstairs. It is one unit per car. Thank you very much. I'm having 1350 health left. I wanted to see if I could forever consume him in one go. We got close. It's gonna give me more energy. Kinda, sorta. I think he only takes like 4 hits. Hey, 4 hits. Get another 5 energy off the jump. Excavated, cycle of life. Consume! Oh, man. This is a tight set of artifacts. I could not ask for better artifacts than this set for my current game plan. It's like, I'm not playing a Gorge unit where I need like the double Gorge trigger. They did add piercing to Golden Fangs, which is pretty hype. But I don't really need Golden Fangs for this. We are really secure in this run. There is like the slight terror on round 1 again. Let's see if that is a concern that I need to worry about. We got the Space Prism, so we're okay. Let's see. Can I find a better morsel than these? No, they're just a blocker, so it's not really going to be better no matter what. So I'm going to let the packed morsels shuffle through. And now we're safe from the fight. I do have a lot of like redundant draws and cool things that help out in most cases. Firelight. I think I let the Forever Consumed go the first time, is what we do here. My energy output's not busted yet. This fight, we do have Corruption incoming. That improves our energy output. I might need to block more. Just, you know what? Just go back down. Hold up. You're causing me anxiety right now. I don't need that. I'm just going to take this damage. My Pyre heals like nobody's business all the time. Later. It's not yet, but soon. I don't like the look of your health being that close to death. Just, like, stop it. Just be healthy, all of you. And stop giving me so many curses of entropy. It's bad. I have a finite morsel generation stratagem. It's bad, but... Okay, here we go. Get packed. I think after we chomp a morsel miner, our health moves up into stable territory. Then we get lifesteal. Bring out more nonsense. Firelight pretty easily. How cooked is this guy? Taking 20 on that. He can live if I do this. He lives better if I do this. I don't need a heal down here. Yeah, it's all fine. There's our Forever Consume. What we have to do here is Void Binding you. We're getting the lifesteal now. Danger here. I want more energy. Get Ember Cash out, Firelight. Okay, Wilting Sapwood is definitely gonna die. I think now is when we begin consuming. Entropy is dead, basically. We are alive. Cycle of Life keeps his maximum health up. The Corruption probably doesn't keep up with it. Turn you into morsels. Gain Damage Shield. Do this. He's got Spell Shield to stop my Forever Consumes. Just consume you. Bunch of damage. Looks like we probably win on wave 8 or 9. Yeah, because we quick sweep out you. Got it. So it's end turn. Cool. That was a really fun run. We had a lot of cool stuff going. I think it's a little disappointing to have, like, the quick sweeper with the, like, Bloodthirsty Blade on the bottom floor again all the time forever. But it's kind of the way that the game has to be played when you're up against Savagery Seraph, especially. I think the only Seraph that lets you avoid needing to do that is Entropy Seraph. You can play a much more normal bottom car against Entropy Seraph.